In the late 1980s, the name Donald Trump was starting to become synonymous with wealth and success. Born in 1946 in Queens, New York, Trump came from a real estate family. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer. But Donald had much grander dreams. He was determined to make his mark on the world and carve out his own path to wealth and power. However, little did anyone know that his journey to becoming a billionaire would be filled with immense challenges and unexpected twists, creating a story that would captivate the world for decades. It was in the early 1970s when Donald Trump took over his father's real estate business, which primarily focused on middle-class housing in Brooklyn and Queens. However, Trump had bigger ambitions. He set his eyes on the Manhattan skyline, where the true power and wealth resided. His first major project was the transformation of the Commodore Hotel into the Grand Hyatt, a risky move that almost destroyed him financially. But his vision, persistence, and daring decisions paid off, marking the beginning of his ascent in the world of high-end real estate. Trump's success with the Grand Hyatt Hotel opened the doors for even larger opportunities. He expanded into office buildings, luxury apartments, and even casino resorts. His most ambitious project, however, was the Trump Tower, which would forever become a symbol of his wealth and dominance in the real estate world. Built in the heart of Manhattan, Trump Tower was a game changer. The building not only represented the height of luxury, but also solidified Trump's image as a savvy businessman and a master of branding. Despite the success, Trump's ventures were not without struggles. In the 1990s, he faced financial turmoil when several of his properties faced foreclosure. The debt he accumulated almost brought him to the brink of bankruptcy. Yet, Trump's resilience and willingness to leverage his brand allowed him to survive. He turned to his unique style of self-promotion, using his name as a powerful marketing tool that kept him in the public eye. In fact, he would later claim that his ability to market himself was just as important as his business acumen. As the years passed, Trump expanded his empire into new areas like television and branding. His most famous venture during this period was the reality show, The Apprentice. The show became a massive hit, catapulting Trump to even greater fame. His catchphrase, "You're fired," became a household phrase, and his persona as a tough, no-nonsense businessman was solidified in the minds of millions. The success of the show added millions to his fortune and transformed him from a businessman into a global media personality. With his increasing fame, Trump's financial empire began to grow exponentially. He ventured into the world of branding, licensing his name to a wide range of products, from hotels and casinos to merchandise and even bottled water. This unique strategy of leveraging his name allowed him to build a diversified portfolio of assets that stretched far beyond real estate. As his wealth grew, so did his power and influence. His name became synonymous with luxury, success, and excess. However, not everyone was impressed by Trump's meteoric rise. Many critics argued that his wealth was built on risky loans and dubious business practices. His involvement in the casino industry in particular faced scrutiny, with some of his ventures ultimately failing. But Trump's ability to weather criticism and move forward with new ventures allowed him to continue amassing wealth. By the early 2000s, his net worth was estimated at over $1 billion, a number that seemed impossible just decades earlier. In the 2000s, Trump took his wealth and influence to the next level by entering the world of politics. His public persona and business success made him a polarizing figure, but it also made him a viable candidate for higher office. His decision to run for president in 2016 shocked the world, but his massive wealth, media presence, and outsider status resonated with millions of Americans. As his political career took off, his financial empire continued to thrive, thanks in part to his high-profile status. By the time he became President of the United States in 2016, Donald Trump had not only transformed his personal brand, but had also solidified his position as one of the wealthiest and most influential figures in the world. His presidency would be marked by controversy, but also a deepening of his legacy as a businessman who could transcend traditional boundaries. Trump's ability to use his name as a brand and his keen sense of media manipulation turned him into an international powerhouse. Today, Donald Trump's story is one of transformation, from a real estate mogul to a media empire owner, and eventually the leader of the most powerful nation in the world. His journey to becoming a billionaire is a testament to his strategic use of branding, his resilience in the face of adversity, and his ability to adapt to changing times. Whether loved or hated, Trump's influence cannot be denied, and his legacy will be remembered for years to come as one of the most extraordinary business success stories of the 21st century.